Well, OJ passed away since last time.
I've been talking about that in my stand-up, and the way I talked about it is, let's give OJ his props. He did run for Buffalo. He was one of the best NFL runners in the NFL. He did the Hertz commercial, and I said, we know he killed the bitch. So we know he did it. I said, but OJ's family, OJ's family, you still invite them over for Thanksgiving, but you hide the knives, I said, you hide the knives, but he's still family. And God bless him. And, it's a shame we all got to go. Shame we got to go. But, he had to run with it. I hate that most of these gentlemen, when they get towards the end, what they remember about some of the worst things imaginable. And what I tell young men, when you see a Puffy, when you see a R. Kelly, when you hear about anybody that you liked at one time, you see them going through something, always say to yourself, I don't want that to be me.
Yeah.
Always say that to yourself, and that will give you a catalog of things to live by for the rest of your life so you don't do the same thing. Because what's crazy and people don't understand it, you could be 78, 82, lived your whole life. You made it to the 9th inning. Do something wrong, they still will lock you up. They're not gonna, you can't do something, they say, oh, you're 82, we're not gonna arrest you. You lived your whole life perfectly and nothing's gonna happen to you. No, they'll still take you at 82.
Yeah, that happened to Robert Durst. You know that whole story?
Yes.
HBO did a documentary on him called The Jinx.
Yep.
This guy was in his late 70s. He had killed 3 people. Got away with all 3.
Got away.
In fact, the second guy he killed, it was his neighbor in Texas.
Yes.
He admitted to killing him and chopping up the body. And he still got off. He got the best lawyers. He said he couldn't decide. Him and his wife were on the phone arguing. He couldn't decide which lawyer to go with. There's 2 top lawyers in Texas. He couldn't decide which one to go with, so he just hired them both. This guy's worth like $100 million.
Yeah.
The Durst family owns a ton of New York real estate. He's worth over $100 million. He got away with chopping up a body. And then at the end...
The mic was live.
Well, yeah, I guess these filmmakers did a movie about his life, a situation with him. He liked the movie, so he decided to go and do some interviews, to interview with him. And then at the end, he went to the bathroom with a hot mic where he kind of admitted to killing everybody. Police used that, as well as other evidence that he talked about in the interview, to put him back in prison.
Isn't that interesting?
And he died in prison. He got life. He got a life sentence.
Sure did.
He only lasted like what, 1.5 years or 2 years in prison.
Yes.
If he was outside,
oh yeah, big difference.
Access to all the best doctors and medicine and move around.
The food in there is gonna kill you.
The food, the access to medical care, he'd be alive today.
I totally agree.
He just had to talk his stuff at the end and show people how smart he is. And he even talked about how he lied. I remember I watched it all again. Like there was this one thing when his first wife disappeared, and he said that, I called her, after she went to New York, I called her on a payphone. He said, no, I lied about that. I just had to put her in New York. He's admitting to his role in a murder.
Yes.
That he never went to trial for. So clearly it's still an open case.